Welcome all the blue balls. Wait. Welcome blue balls to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central PM time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. DXY stock market, Tesla. I'm gonna show you overextensions on Tesla. Everybody's talking about Tesla, even Alessio Restani made a video on Tesla, so we're gonna look at that a little bit. Right now, Bitcoin's down 1%. Is it gonna break this very important trend line towards the downside? Are we gonna go lower? Undecisive. Also, Ivan on Tech did make a new video. Up here. What is it? Not this one. I showed this yesterday. I don't know what this is. Ivan on Tech. Where is it? Ivan on Tech. There we go. Ivan on Tech over here. He did make a new video. And I am tired. Big dump, then massive bull.
All right, guys.
Market 2023. Also, the most important part up here comes in the very start of the video up here somewhere. He says, you know, it's only a question of time, and you know, Bitcoin will be 1 million. There is no stopping it. You cannot, you know, ban Bitcoin and stuff like that, you know. So that's the most important part. But it's a new video, so you know, 11 hours ago posted. So if you're interested in what Ivan Tech has to say, maybe check out the video. We don't care what Ivan thinks. You don't care, I do care. Some people might, some people not. I'm just, you know, giving, you know, my you know, views on things. Whether you want to watch that or not, it's up to you. There is that. But you know, how's everybody doing in the chat, guys? Captain Kirk, long time no see. Hi fam, how you doing, Captain Kirk? My work schedule changed. I work days now, so I'm always sleep during the stream. As it happens, it's okay. We will be having, you know, evening streams eventually once the Bitcoin starts pumping towards the upside. You know, there will be, you know, not just, you know, Bitcoin Daily, but there will be live streams, you know, pump, you know, Dodge Daddy streams. So you'll probably, you know, be getting those. I hope you're doing well. I hope you was it the leg or the arm that got broken? I hope the leg or the arm is good right now. There's that. Ben, good morning. How you doing, man? Dutch Ring Racing, good morning to you all. Good morning, Dutch Ring Racing. Mladen is in the chat. What's up, Mladen? How you doing, man? Gort, we gotta know, Gort, we gotta know. Tomorrow yearly candle end and begin. Yeah. So Mladen said something very, you know, interesting when it comes to these yearly candles. Let's go up here to the yearly time frame, 12 months up here. Go up here to Bitcoin. So the big question up here when it comes to the yearly time frames is whether this trend is gonna continue. One red candle and then three green candles, one red candle and three green candles, one red candle and then three green candles. Will this actually be the case? I said that, you know, it just might be that we might get, you know, two red candles in a row. Is that gonna be the case? You know, that, you know, because the trend is gonna change eventually, right? Yeah, if it's gonna change, I'm hoping for a green candle and then a red candle again. You know, I'm hoping, you know, that the green candle can actually change the trend. But Mladen said that we might get this doji up here, which is gonna be terrible for everybody. It might be like, you know, maybe some kind of small doji up here, small doji. Now, if that happens, I'm gonna die, guys. I'm literally gonna die if you get a, you know, yearly doji candle. Imagine going an entire year around, you know, 16, 17K, you know, up a little bit down, like just pay. That's gonna be the worst, you know. If we go down, we go down. That's fine. If we go up, that's fine. But if we stay, you know, sideways movement, I mean, that's just gonna kill everything. I think that is the one thing that can actually kill Bitcoin. Doji candle right now can kill Bitcoin, guys. Doji candle right now, because that's the most painful. Maybe you can catch some 401 million streams if Tia does some. Yeah, maybe 401 million streams. Eventually. Tomorrow yearly candles and begin. Chris, how you doing, man? We are still the blue balls, getting bluer by the day. How blue are we gonna end up being? I don't know. You know, this blue color is turning into pink. Kids. No, we are not blues. We are exit liquidity providers. I mean, exit liquidity providers. It's you know, we are not exit liquidity. We are not exit liquidity, guys. Exit liquidity was up here. And this over here, I don't know if this, you know, if this is any kind of exit liquidity, it's for these guys over here that are still selling. But, you know, these guys over here sold up here. So, you know, who are we exit liquidity providers for? I don't know. It doesn't seem to me that, you know, that's the case. But, you know, there's that. Something else is going on. Something else is going on. Bring back some volatility in the house. Yeah, hopefully. Bad weather, depression, and tomorrow New Year. And you, how's your wife and child? Wife and kids are good. Oh, sorry, you're talking to somebody else, maybe. Maybe you're talking... What's up, man? Ah, you're talking to Mladen. Yeah, by the way, Mladen, how you doing, man? How you doing? How's the kid? How's the kid? I just assume everybody's talking to me. Hi, TLA. Love you, TLA. Thanks, Captain. We don't care what Ivan thinks. There we go, my hand. I'm good. Bought a new Harley 2022 Road King. Ooh, that's nice. Let's check it out. Let's check that out. Let's check out the new Harley that... 2022 Road King. Let's check the new Harley that Captain is driving. Oh, that looks nice. I like these kind of stuffs. I really like the, you know, when it comes to Harley and stuff like that. I don't like these with a big extension towards the upside. I like these, you know, I don't know what you were gonna call this, but this looks like really enjoyable to drive. I think I like, you know, even this, yeah, these kind of low motorcycles, I think they are a lot better. I don't like the shield on the front, although it might be, you know, very beneficial. This got like a little bit too, you know, too wide arms and too high arms as well. Something like this. I think something like this. I don't know. Yeah, this looks nice. This looks very nice. Very nice drive. Very nice drive. I expect the drop to shake out the last non-believers and then boom, up and away. Huffy says, let's drop. Like, how much drops? We did have like drop from 20 to 15k. Are we gonna have a drop from, you know, 15 to 13, 12k or something like that? And then people are still gonna say like one less drop. But guys, you know what we always say about one less drop, right? When everybody's thinking one less drop, that drop might not happen, right? You remember that. You remember in the bull market, you know, when stuff was going up and then it was going a little bit down and stuff like that, or one less pump or one less dump. Oftentimes these things do not happen. When people come to the point where we are thinking about, you know, one last thing and anything, you know, too many people believing in the last thing, oftentimes it doesn't happen. So it might be very bullish for us. They are very heavy. Wow, heavier than the other road. Nice. Yo, long time. Deep Sigal, how you doing, man? Yeah, long time no see. Dobro jutro, Tylex. What's up? MM, hi everybody. We got a MM crypto in the house. Are the Perma Bulls doing okay? Still alive? I think they are. Eric, how you doing, man? 13.7 to 30k range, says Mladen. This is a rounding, making a hill, no more green. We're gonna see. So where are we gonna start? We might start on looking a little bit on the DXY, or there were a couple of lines up here that I'm expecting the DXY to break towards upside, but it's kind of not doing that. It's still doing this, you know, move towards downside. Looks like, you know, it broke kind of my line, but, you know, my line can be adjusted, so, you know, there's that. This line over here might be, you know, a little bit just up here, you know. If you get something like this, maybe it's already broke towards downside, but I think it's something like this over here. But you still, you know, depends on how you draw it, but you can just assume that it's still not broken. It's still not broken. Like over here, if you look at something like this, where is it? Something like this over here, you know, we are still on the support right now. The big question is this eventually gonna break towards upside or downside? So, you know, it looks like it might dump. Like it looks like it had several, you know, it's had several tries up here to break towards upside. Right now this triangle is coming to some kind of end, and it's still looking a little bit weak up here, so it can definitely dump towards downside. Now that's of course very good news for us. Over here on the 4-hourly time frame, you are seeing that you know, it is right now on the support. Is this the final, you know, support you're gonna hit? Because we hit it, you know, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. This is like 4th time, if you are not counting you know, every single move towards downside, but just, you know, entire moves. This is like the 4th time we are hitting this. With this like 4th time we are hitting the support line. So if you're gonna bounce, we gotta bounce very, very soon up here on the DXY. If DXY is gonna bounce, it's gonna bounce soon, because if it starts breaking this towards downside over here, it might actually be very good for us. So over here, I was a little bit pessimistic, because, you know, it has more probability towards the upside, but the fact that it's not breaking towards the upside gives me, you know, hopium that this might actually perform well. Now unfortunately it is, you know, once you zoom out on the daily time frame, it is doing this very nice you know, support levels, you know, support level bounces up here. So I still think this has more probability towards the upside, but it does look a little bit weak. So if it's gonna bounce, it needs to bounce right now. I think it needs to bounce right now, because it fails to bounce right now over here. If it fails to bounce and starts going below the supports down here around 103.62 or something like that, if it goes below the support up here, it just might continue dumping, which might be very good for us. But I think it is on the support, and if it's gonna bounce, it needs to bounce very, very soon. That said, Bitcoin on the other hand is sitting on the support. Right now. You can see up here we had a very nice couple of hits up here on the support line, and if the XY bumps, this just needs to turn around and dumps. So everything is set up. Everything is set up right now for the next move towards the downside or upside. Because if the XY dumps, this is gonna bounce off the support line. If the XY, you know, pumps, this might, you know, this just has to do a small move up here before it's below the trend line, and it can actually dump, right? So everything is set up. It's been set up for a long time. This painful, you know, dodgy creation up here is still happening. Today is 30. We gotta still today and tomorrow on the monthly time frame. We still got 1 day and 16 hours left. 1 day and 16 hours left, and we said that this is yearly time frame, but on monthly time frame, where is monthly time frame up here? 1 month monthly time frame. We still said that, you know, best case scenario is up here at 17,147. Why? Because we get this very nice dodgy candle up here. So if you can, you know, move a little bit up here in the next 1 day and 16 hours, and that's not much, guys. That's not very much. You can see there, this is the line 1,600. I mean, that's something. That's only like, you know, 4 or 5% move towards the upside. If you can do something like that, we get this very, very nice dodgy pattern on the bottom side on the monthly time frame that might actually be very, very bullish. Still 1 hour and 16 hours left, so, you know, it's too early to talk about that, but we are not very far away from the point where we could create this dodgy on the monthly time frame, which could be you know, a bullish indication for the next move towards the upside. On the other hand, we can also drop down, and we can, you know, end the monthly time frame with you know, 2 big red candles, which are actually not very good at all. On the 2-day time frame, we are still below the moving averages. We climbed up here into the moving averages. We are still on the support line, so not much is happening. The weekly time frame got this bullish divergence in the making. I'm saying in the making because it's not yet corrected. We talked about this before. We got a support line up here. Let's remove other lines that we are not using right now. So you can see up here there is a support line over here, and we are very close to that support line over here. So if you do close down here on the weekly time frame, that's you know, a couple of days left without RSI going below the support over here. So if Bitcoin goes down here and the RSI goes up here, we might just get this very bullish this very bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. Now, big time frames, you're getting bullish divergence on big time frames. That means that you're gonna get at least, you know, a couple of weeks of a rally towards upside up here, which might be very, very nice. I'm not saying that it's gonna be, you know, enough to push us back about, you know, to 20K or something like that, but you know, that's what we are looking at right now. Weekly divergence happening on Bitcoin right now. You know, that's the thing that we are watching, and we are also watching this monthly candle, how it's gonna close. Are we gonna get the doji candle or not? Let me just go a little bit back up here, and you know, in the short term up here right now, the most important thing is whether this is gonna go towards the downside. Now we do have some we don't have actually no divergences up here, sorry, no overextensions on the chart, so everything is playing very nicely up here. You know, there is zero overextensions because we've been going sideways for a long time right now. So right now it is time for a dump or a pump. we had overextensions here in July up here on the monthly time frame, but right now it is pulled back a lot, so you know it can definitely continue both dumping and pumping. And also the Bollinger Bands up here, the squeeze is still extending up here towards the upside. So if this starts going towards the upside, this, you know, these extensions will start, you know, doing this move up here. This is on the monthly time frame. So we like squeezes on the Bollinger Band, especially on the monthly time frame. You can see up here. Let's go to another chart over here. You can see after. Let's also look at it logarithmically. So you can see up here after the first move, towards upside 2017, we had this you know, pullback towards downside up here, right? But this actually pullback went, you know, even this move towards upside, this just, you know, went all the way down to the bottom up here, right? And then it, you know, started a new rally up here. But this move up here went down to the bottom over here in June, and right now it's still pushing down while it is actually extending towards downside. So it is a little bit different than it has been playing before. But you can see down here that the weekly time frame is still getting squeezed pretty hard. So something has to, you know, something has to happen very soon. Something has to happen very soon. 2-day time frame also, you know, right now we got even 2-day time frame on the very bottom up here. Every time this happens, you know, some kind of moves do happen. Daily time frame up here, very close to the bottom. So some kind of extensions on these Bollinger Bands will happen very soon. Something like this over here, right? Some kind of extensions will happen very soon. And we don't have the 4-hourly. Can we check the 4-hourly as well? Over here, 4-hourly did, you know, we had a lot of, sorry about that, we had a lot of squeeze. We had a lot of squeeze up here just before this this move up down here towards downside. Look at this part over here, and the squeeze that we had just before the move. And right now the move actually started up here, and we are still getting these lower lows up here on the chart. Let me see a little bit up here, and there is no divergence on this lower low as well, which is actually not a good sign as well. You can see up here there is no divergence. Like it's a big move towards downside, but without any kind of divergence as well. So I'm not that optimistic right now, but we still need to wait and see how this performs. Will we break the support level or not, right? So that's the major thing, you know, this support level up here, the support line. This is what we are looking for right now. Still, whether we're gonna bounce off of that or not. DXY, like we said, it looks like it can dump towards the downside, but you know, if you zoom up, like this is the bottom up here. For it had a big move towards the downside, big fast move. Right now it's doing this, you know, this you can even say that it actually maybe even broken. This is a retest on this part up here, right? This might be some kind of retest where it actually goes towards the upside. You know, if this is not the bottom up here, if it wants to pump, it needs to pump right now, because if it starts going down up here, it's going to be hugely bullish for both stock markets and everything else, right? So it is getting ready. We are very close. Maybe they are waiting for the new you know, 2023 to start to dump. I don't know what's happening right now, but you can also see that this is also creating some kind of half you know, a rounded bottom up here, right? So if it starts doing something like this, you know, some kind of rounded bottom up here, that might be very bad for us. The last thing I want to show you is because a lot of people are talking about Tesla. Today, Tesla has been up 10% towards upside. You know, everybody's talking about this waterfall that's been happening down here. It's just been bleeding towards downside. What I'm going to show you is that Tesla is actually overextended towards downside. Now, these overextensions, you can see up here on the weekly time frame is down at 25. On the monthly time frame is not that low, but it is as low as it was down here around, you know, 37.30 or something like that. So it is very right now, you know, the momentum has you know, crashed through downside big time over here. But overextensions on the weekly time frame are overextended big time. So let's go to the logarithmic chart up here so you can see this better. So this move towards downside over here, you can see down here this bottom. These are overextensions from the moving averages, and these kind of things don't happen that often. Like usually, you know, overextensions come up here around 30% away from the 10 moving average, over here just before this last dump. But you can see this big dump over here, this big dump where it got the overextend and pull back. That went, you know, down 50% over here. And right now we are having the same thing. It went down like 50% down away from the 10 moving average. So I would assume some kind of rally towards the upside up here. You know, if it doesn't go like sideways up here, but I will assume some kind of rally up here towards the 200 moving average, the 10-20 moving average, some kind of average. So some kind of rally towards the upside that might actually come up here, right? You know, so it's got like, I would say just like 30-40% upside right now over here. If you look at the small time frames up here, it is starting to climb up here. Did break the trend. Let's just use, you know, regular line up here. Over here it did break the trend, you can see up here, at least this short while trend up here, so it can definitely continue climbing a little bit. Been a lot of fun when it comes to Tesla, so you know, there's that. Also Facebook looks like it's some kind of bottom. I showed this yesterday, and the chart in the it's not logarithmic chart, it's a regular chart up here, but this line, this bottom line down here, is created by these two, you know, these 2 points, and right now we hit that on the dollar. It's down right now 77% with this big move, big speedy move towards the downside. The overextensions right now on the monthly time frame is like 100% from the 10 moving average up here. So I would assume, you know, so there are definitely, and when you see these kind of overextensions on these big companies like you know, Facebook and Tesla, I don't know, I haven't checked the other ones, but you know, a lot of coins are actually down, not coins, a lot of stocks are actually down big time. This is Amazon down big time down here, coming into the support levels up here. It's been, you know, bleeding for a long time. Now seeing this is actually quite bullish, because you want these overextensions, you want these big dumps, because it does set up, you know, some kind of a scenario where, you know, everything can go, you know, bounce, you know, even though if it's a dead cat bounce, it can still bounce, So there's that. Snap is down big time. Snap. But even Snap, you can see up here, it went down to these lows down here, and right now it's curving a little bit towards the side up here. So it's definitely, you know, it could be set up for some kind of, you know, bounce. That cat bounce. I'm not saying we're gonna bounce the all-time high or anything like that, but it could be set up for some kind of that cat bounce. Now this actually wrecked a lot of people. You gotta understand, people buying, you know, people buying up here people buying Snap up here at the top. I mean, they already sold. They're down 88%, like it's just going like kind of sideways up here, and then it's gonna go a little bit up here. They're gonna start buying again, and then they're gonna drop it down again, and maybe then we get some kind of, you know, some kind of pullback towards the upside. But people are definitely people have definitely lost a bunch of money when it comes to these, you know, very popular stocks. Facebook, Meta, Netflix, these are, you know, mainstream stocks. They understand, you know, they understand Netflix, they understand Facebook. They're not buying, you know, oil companies or something like that. They buy Instagram, Snap, Twitter, you know, these popular brands, right? That's what they're buying, and these popular brands did go down big time. They did go down big time. So are we setting it right now up for a nice bounce? Is, you know, the dead cat bounce happening? Will we recover a little bit from where we were? We need some kind of move, and the move has not happened yet. I mean, if you look at the daily time frame up here, we are still on the support. Technically over here the move did happen, so you know, the question is whether this is going to continue happening towards the downside, but DXY did not happen yet. It is rounding up here, and we haven't seen any kind of confirmative move to on either side. So it's still a waiting game. It's still a waiting game, and it just might wait until the end of the year. So there is that. You said in one sentence that DXY is bigger probability to go up and down. I think the probability is towards the upside, but it looks kind of that it wants to down. But you know, as soon as you zoom out a little bit, you know, it looks like it wants to go up. I don't know. Did I say it again? Volatility index shows that we are getting a huge move very soon. Up or down is the question. Yeah, big questions. Morning. Volatility looks like it's making a double bottom. Just waiting on some news event. Yeah, some news, some kind of, I don't know who said, like, I think Alessio used the word catalyst event, something that's gonna, you know, move the price suddenly. What happened to Tesla stock price? It was over 800 USD. Chart does not show that anymore. They had a split or something like that, so you know the price is different. So there's that. Why not live a little? A ninja. I don't know what you said. That you're going to be on the right side for sure. There's that. There's that, guys. Okay, that's that, guys. I don't have anything else. You can check out the Ivan on Tech video. No, this one. Ivan on Tech video.
All right.
That's my, you know, recommendations for today. I should probably do these recommendations when I haven't, but you know, it's interesting, you know. And the most important thing is, like he said, you know, eventually Bitcoin will be above 1 million. I'm a little bit unsure about that, but you know, there's hope. It's not gonna stay 16K. I don't think it's gonna stay 16K. It's either 0 or, you know, 200K, something like that. It's time for predictions, guys. You wanna make it big in the next bull run. You wanna get all the attention. You wanna move your Twitter account to 1 million subscribers, you know, followers. What you need to do is make predictions right now. Make like 20 predictions. Bitcoin to 100K, Bitcoin to 200K, Bitcoin to 300K, like every level, and then just let it stay there. And when Bitcoin hits that top, remove all the other, you know, tweets and just leave that one tweet that says, you know, there's some bullishness end of 2023, yes, but nothing huge. I would be happy with a dead cat bounce right now. I would be happy with a dead cat bounce. Bitcoin never going to 200K. 92K next stop. It might be. I'm a little bit unsure about 200K, but you know, you know, when the bull market starts, you cannot tell people it's gonna be 100K. Because let's assume the 100K is gonna be the target, right? You cannot tell people it's gonna be 100K. You gotta tell people it's gonna be 200K, 300K, 500K. They need to believe that it's gonna go up to 500. Why? Because we're gonna be selling at 100K, right? And if we are selling at 100K and they are selling at 100K, like, who are we gonna get our exit liquidity from, right? So if you want exit liquidity at 100K, you have to make people believe it's gonna go to 2 and 300K. Because if people believe it's gonna go 2 and 300K, then you have exit liquidity around 100K. Because follows S&P more than some years ago. Yeah. Not gonna check out S&P and stuff today, you know, but might do it, you know, next time. Anyways, guys, enjoy the weekend. This Friday, so we won't be having Bitcoin Daily over the weekend, but you know, as soon as the weekend's done, the new year has come. We got hopefully a doji on the monthly candle. You know, we're gonna do a Bitcoin Daily again. Thanks for stopping, guys. I'm gonna see you around. Bye bye.